really have to worry so much about getting to the ante room, so much as figuring out basically figuring out what's really going on in the story. So I'm going to try and find rooms that I haven't found before and or used before and see what the story is, see what I can find out. Yeah, I'm supposed to have a storm moving in, so if I suddenly cut out, it's because I lost power or internet. I haven't checked the root cellar yet, so I'm going to pick that one and see what we get out of it. Like, there's a bunch of dig spots in it, which I do not have. What do you mean I can't eat potatoes? Mount Holly family tree. So there's a Sinclair line and an Epson line. Baron Thomas Sinclair, Baroness Oravel, Lord William Epson, Lady Ashland, Lionel Epson, Clara Epson, Simon H. Sinclair, Herbert Sinclair, Mary Epson. Okay, so this is an older family tree, because Herbert's our great uncle. Simon and Clara are her parents, and that's our mom, is Mary Epson. So I have been seeing pictures of these two thinking they were the same person. Okay. That's actually kind of interesting that they have the family tree there. But there's nothing else here. I'm actually rather shocked. Oh. Search continues. Author and illustrator whose fanciful stories named Marion Marigold was last seen by a blank Friday getting into a carriage after a late. No sign has been found yet. Well, we already know most of that. Because that's the news story. Yeah, so there's literally nothing. I just have to come back here after I get a shovel, see what I dig up. Probably mostly food. But I'm just going to be looking at things that I haven't, or try to find things I haven't seen. Maybe solve some of the puzzles I haven't solved. Like the doors outside, I haven't been able to figure out how to get out there. Or that underneath the bridge, which is full of boxes. I'm pretty sure you're able to do something with that at some point. I just don't know yet. Looks a good spot to start. Get me some keys. Check for some extras. So what are you all thinking tonight? How are you all doing? Anything new or interesting? Always a good one. Let's fill it out. Parlor, I'm going to go with bedroom. If I can get a closet off of this, I can get extra items. Hey, sledgehammer. See, this is a perfect start. A little bit of everything. Ooh, nice. When I used to live on the West Coast, I used to do a lot of body surfing when I was younger. Right? let's see the laboratory, even though I'm terrible at this thing. Let's see if I can figure out what's really going on with this. Because I know there's things I'm supposed to figure out. Yeah, I've already read that. And there was periodic table. Watching Areti. Is that an anime? Not familiar with that. Areti. Computer there. I thought there was something. Yellow Flag Day? I don't know what that means. Right, because I want to get the freezer to 20 degree, 15 to 20 degrees C. And I think because I don't have any power, there's not much I can do with this. Yeah. Oh, how I should have known that. And with no power, it's not doing anything. Oh, okay. So it was pretty wavy today. Yeah, it's for that, so... But it only goes up to 10. So why 12 and 11 are there, I don't know. Well, let's see what the computer has to say. Wow, I did this once on day 9 a long time ago. Don't have anything to log into right now. So I guess we come back here if we can get some power. So I need a boiler room. I don't have the gem to do that. So we do the den. And you have to forgive me with the storm moving in. I'm a little bit lower energy tonight. So, may not sound the best today. I'll try to be as entertaining as I can. Gems are in both the black box and the white box. Gems are in both the blue box and the black box. Gems are not in the white box or the blue box. Black and white, blue and black. I think these are false. I think this one is the true one, which means if the gems are not in either one, they're in this one. Haha. Impeccable logic, as always. Classroom. It's got a dead end, so I have to go with chapel. Right? I think he's probably running late at work. It's just a guess, though. Well, Gossip's missing, too. And this is one of her favorite games. So Green Jeans is missing, Gossip's missing. I don't know, it feels like a weird day today. Not complaining, because I know how people have lives. I know the workshop is good. So we'll do that. Sometimes you can find equipment in here, which I found the broken lever, which can be really nice to have. Got dig spots like everywhere, and I can't find a dang shovel. I need a shovel. And I don't really think I have anything that's going to combine. And a coin purse? No. Okay. Yeah, I need to... Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think I had anything yet that could combine. This might end up being a quick day. Ooh, drafting studio, and I have the gems for it. I still think there's something with this. Because they let me pick it up, and I don't know why. Right, drafting studio, I understand how it works. Vestibule. Whenever you enter vestibule, 3 of the doors in this room unlock, and the 4th one becomes locked. Casino. Games of chance. I'm feeling casino. I'm thinking the casino might be fun. And now that's a permanent addition. Place your bets, please. Place your bets. Watch your hands. Watch your hands. You gotta pay to play. Here's one of my keys. Courtyard. I need that. There's me trusty shovel. Yeah, you got some coinage. Yeah, I know. It's fine, Ash. I know Gossip has a life. It's fine. I put it in the general chat. What was my experiment? Add a small chest to the entrance hall. Which I'm going back to. Oh shoot, Root Cellar's working out pretty well today with the combination of the experiment too. don't think there's going to be any spots in here. At least I didn't remember them being there. Okay. Yeah. I can't remember if there was a dig spot in here or not. I don't know how much I kept my nose down. Nope. I don't think there was one in there. Hey, key card. Well, that's going to be nice. Since I have the shovel, I'm going to go back out to the root cellar and see what I dig up. I'm just going to go rooting around, see what I can dig up. You never know. Might even be a few skeletons. Wonder how many chests you can have. See, that's more what I was hoping I'd find in the root cellar, is more steps. I mean, coins are good too. Right. So it's saying experiment successful. There was 3 chests. And I've only ever seen 2 at maximum in a room. So we shall see. We shall see what we see. Hot diggity darn. There was 4 chests. I also know that there's like special keys I haven't found yet. There's, you know, rooms I haven't opened yet. More dice. Lockpicks. Alright, let's go to the other wing. See what we can grab from here. Observatory is always good. Because constellations give us some good stuff. And Ash, I also know the gossip's not been feeling well. So it doesn't surprise me. She's probably just relaxing. Another pair of chests added to the entrance hall. Nice. So I'm going to turn around and go get those. Okay, go forward and get those. Wow. So this combination's been pretty brutal. Right? Well, now I can... Let's see, where am I? Yeah, I want something that's gonna let me go the other way. There we go. The library, which also opens up to rarer, the history of Orinda. This book was reviewed and cleared for publication by the Fenris Central Board of Education. It has been edited to conform to our department standards, including the omission of sections deemed inaccurate or unsuitable for public dissemination. The name you... Wow. Forward. The name used to designate the realms of the Eastern Waters is no longer known to the average citizen of the elder generation. We must permit our leaders to enjoin us to abandon our past. Aegir. Most historians mark the beginning of the First Era, often denoted as Aegera, by the ascension of the first king, whose name was Horus, would later grace the Burgundy township in which he was crowned. Horus was known before his coronation as a prominent merchant lord of considerable means and affluence, whose sway in the region made him the ideal candidate for the unification of surrounding provinces. Regrettably, history is not always forthcoming, and the surviving records of the bygone days are mostly limited to trade agreements and sales receipts. Nevertheless, we can deduce from these ledgers that Horus had but one aim: expansion. The territory spread forth from the heart of Horus, and by the end of the 1st century, the new kingdom was born. Second Era. It was the 4th king who split his vast domain in 3 equal shares. 3 realms for his 3 children. To the eldest he granted the fields and mountains of his great-grandfather, the middle province and heartspring of the kingdom. The eldest accepted the gift. To the youngest he bestowed upon him the rich realm of Archaeris, the land of the northern storms, a wild and untamed expanse, which at the time was not as developed, but a good deal more vast than the elder brother's lot. And the middle child, his only daughter, he gifted her the southern region, Araja, a land steeped in tradition. Third Era. As the Second Era drew to a close, the 3 sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress and stability. Hey, what's up, Ghost? Glad you made it. Each of these distinct kingdoms, each of these distinct regions, ruled by their respective sibling monarchs, had blossomed, cultivating the bountiful resources of their lands and developing a unique character and culture that set them apart from one another. Despite those differences, the sibling monarchs managed to maintain friendly relations throughout their lives and were known for their cooperation in matters of trade and transportation. The succeeding generations of their heirs continued that tradition, and the Third Era was defined by commerce between the 3 realms, further strengthening their bond and laying the foundation for the promise of a prosperous and bright future. Fourth Era. As the kingdom entered the 4th Era, a different kind of ruler took the reins of power. King Decelets III was a king who often was seen drinking, a sight that shocked not only the gentry in the court. Hey, gossip, glad you made it. But the masses as well. So what's this? Give me a second. Baron Sinclair, thank you so much for your cooperation with our department in this investigation. We know our presence is never convenient, especially for someone of your social status, so it means all the more that you are not only tolerant, but also willing to aid our efforts in getting this business done as quickly as possible. We are returning with this letter the book you lent us. The book you lent us. I must confess, it was not as much help as I had hoped. I had heard that your library of rare and restricted books was quite extensive, and I was told by a reliable source that if a first edition and uncensored copy of the history of Orenda could be found, it would likely be found within the Baron's own collection, but perhaps I was misinformed. Still, part of me thinks that you may have given me the censored copy as a jest, a taste, if you will, for the bureaucrat of their own medicine. If that is the case, then I say, well done, fair play. And perhaps on my next visit, we'll have a laugh about this after you have given me the actual manuscript. Until then, Detective Von Marvel. Redguard. Dude, Cocaine Bear was wild but fun. I loved that movie. I mean, it was even better that it was, you know. Well, I can't. As the king of no one, on to move, Ving Castle and court were overjoyed by this. Were those that viewed a becoming of his common folk, these voices planted the seed which took root in grand city of Finn. Oh, I didn't realize if I just went to the next page, it would move the letter. Deceletus was renowned as the king of no one when he made the decision to move Ving Castle and court behind. The people were overjoyed by this choice, and were those that viewed the king's conduct to unbecoming of his common folk. Wow, you got that. Right? About, Bring Her Back. Era of Ruin. After the passing of King Deceletus III, the fourth era came to an abrupt end. Thankfully, the king died. On the very next day, the 6th of October, the Prince Learson of Finn declared himself the true monarch. This declaration was bolstered by a number of supporters due to the fact that Deceletus IV shared little of his virtues. As the prospect of civil war seemed inevitable, the realm's regiments were hastily recalled from the frontiers to stamp out and put an end to the Finsurrection. How quaint and clever. However, instead of restoring order, what ensued was a savage and merciless campaign against their own people. The gardens of Finn, once a center of splendor, were transformed into a battlefield as the cries of innocent echoed throughout the cities, stained in red. Hey, Infinite. Good to see you. Little dab on the way in. Yeah, like what you were telling me about the movie is that the story had a few plot holes that weren't too bad, but the brutality of the pacification of Finn did not go unnoticed by neighbors. As sympathy for the city surged, allies came forward to lend support. Among them was the general of the Northern Regiment, who, sickened by the barbaric actions of the other battalions, joined forces with Prince Learson to form a formidable army. Together, they leveraged their political influence and favors to persuade the nearby realms of Arch-Eris and Nuance to join their cause. However, even with the tide turning in their favor, victory did not come easy. The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 long years, and saw buried 1 in every 3 men. Prince Learson himself added another number to the casualties. However, in death, he had won. Horus had fallen, and with it the realm. The black flags that had flown for 5 eras were burned, and in their place, red banners were hoisted in honor of the fallen Finn. The few remaining members of the former royal family fled in fear for their lives to the south, forever exiled. The current era. Today, the realms inherited by the 3 Finn eras, Arch-Eris and Araja, once again stand united as allies. Though the distance between our peoples has grown, our connection to this land remains as strong as ever. The spruce and birch that span across our realms serve as a constant reminder that we all share a common past. For this is, despite everything else, a land rich in history, a land of myth and wonder, a land that sprung forth the greatest empire the world has ever seen, the land of our fathers, of our mothers, and of our children. That was actually kind of an interesting read. I do not mind reading that one. I don't think there was much in the closed exhibit that was worth really seeing. I think the aquarium is probably going to be the best bet. Honestly, I'm really surprised at how little damage Tater actually took. Wait, Tom? Oh my god, I missed that in the middle of there. How's it going, Tom? And to everybody that just came in while I was doing my apparently amazing narration, how y'all doing? Glad you're here. Hope everybody's having a good day. Hope everybody's had a good weekend. Good, Gossip. I'm glad you're feeling better. I actually kind of just assumed that's why you hadn't been there yet, been in here yet, was that you were resting up, and I was not going to complain. You were getting sick. You need to get better. And yeah, I think we're going to do the locksmith. Basically, the plan today is not really to do a whole lot of like trying to get to certain places. What I'm trying to do is get to see what there is in each area. You know, things that I haven't done before. What do you mean the lockpick kit is sold out? I am gonna buy a special key. Because I know there's like 4 or 5 special keys, and I've only seen 2 of them. Well, I guess silver key counts. Yeah, of course it's going to be the secret garden key. I don't really need keys. But what is Caldo? Out of curiosity, if I'm even pronouncing that right. Caldo, that's just how I see it. And if I'm wrong, please correct my pronunciation. Yeah. I haven't seen the greenhouse. You know what? I'll do that. See, this is where I need. Oh, I have the broken lever. And that's the south side. Okay. They cheated. But you weren't the one playing the game. See, if it wasn't giving some money to certain companies that I don't want to give money to, I think I would have fun playing Uno like in a group with the others. I honestly think that would be hilarious. First time you enter each green, use 1 water to gain 1 gem. Limited capacity. Really? Am I that? Okay, well, it just means I have to. Well, like I said, I'm using. Is that better? Can you hear me better now? Well, that's right. Most of you weren't in here for that. Okay. I'm not using my headset. I'm actually using my microphone. So I'm still trying to dial it in. And yeah, I've got it in a good sweet spot now. Earlier, it was pegging out a little bit higher. Anyway, I was trying not to blow your guys' eardrums out. Hey, I try. I try. So I've got the courtyard as the other green room. Oh wait, I can do that here. I'm going to go ahead and use that to gain a gem. I don't know how that works, that, using water gains me a gem, but you know what? I'm not going to question the logic. And I had a new chest to open. Oh, nice. Now we're starting to get into good stuff. Oh, yeah, Gossip, you might actually like to look at this. Oh, right. I would pay a company just to take care of them because there's no way I could do it myself. Okay, so it's 6 and 1 from the west. 6 north, 1 from the west. But yeah, Gossip. 1 chest, 2 chests, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 so far. So what I did is that I did the root cellar because I'm going through ones that I haven't done yet. So I found the root cellar because I've never done it. So I have dig spots. Well, I also found the laboratory, which I used experiment number 2, which is each time you find some trash while digging, add a small chest to the entrance hall. So I kind of hacked the system. Why is there plants? Is that from the effect of the greenhouse? Unusual and rare rooms while drafting. I think that's more important than the security room right now because I already have the key card. So I'm going to do that one so I can get more unusual and rare rooms. Still deciding on whether or not to pull one out for the homies and get a gem. Okay, so the rock counts as trash. Okay, I kind of understand why the solarium. So have I read this? Have I been in here before? Mr. Nogula, and wanted me to remind you that, once again, that it is expected of you to keep the grass in the cloister cut and the trees trimmed. I have a feeling you may have forgotten how to open the cloister wall again, so to save you some stern words, I decided to draw you a little diagram to help you out. We know, or who knows, maybe this time it'll stick. Yeah, and I have read that before. That's how I know how to do the cloister grounds. I won't wear the hat. So now I gotta go all the way back to where I was. Oh. Yeah, that's how I'm getting so much money and stuff. Make sure I'm not leaving a chest behind. I don't know how many this room can take. Nice, Tom. Good to be all settled in. Right? Well, I did get the casino, so let's see about gambling. I legitimately got the, when I did the drafting studio, I grabbed the casino as one of the floor plans. And I need to get power so I can use this area. What's always my solution? Power? Oh, I've got a lot of gear that I can mess with. Oh, and I don't have the broken... Okay, so sledgehammer, no. No. I know it goes with the shovel, but the shovel's not really... Okay. So lockpick, keycard, no. Oh, that would be cool. I really like that. Okay, so I know the only thing that I can actually make I don't want to make because losing the shovel would really hurt. I think that's actually really cool that inspired you to do a merch drop. I intended it that way. Totally. Oh. This looks like the spot. Time to start digging. Well then, show me shovel. See, there you go. No proof. Got you over a barrel there, Tom. Gotta bring the receipts, man. Money, money, money. Sheesh. You see that coin total? I got 105 coins. I need a kitchen. I need to make myself fat. The axe would look cooler, but you have used the shovel longer, and I think it would be more in character, but that's just me. I would ask the whole group. So got that way or that way. This will lead here, so I'm going to go that way. No. Because I don't want to lock myself. Oh. Well, I'm going to go with this one. What was I supposed to see? Tom, I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. See what? See, that's what I'm asking. You're like arguing with a post with a sign on it that says C. Don't hurt me, dude. I'm just making a joke, man. Let's try the lockpick. I have exactly one shop, not two, so I don't get to double my coins just for fun. The veranda. A lot of garden now. Now I just need to find a gnome. Ha. Oh, Tom. I'm older than you, but you're the grumpy old man. And that's hilarious. You gotta learn to be patient and pick your battles. Oh, attic's a perfect one to put there. Tis one of my many hats. Tis a fine little hat I have. It happens to be that of an old man. Yeah, perfect, see? Ooh, I wonder what I can combine with the magnifying glass. I wasn't counting. I should always count. Okay, I thought I saw something there. Dude's pointing down, and I still haven't figured out how to light that fourth one. That's right. I need to figure out how to light that fourth friggin' okay, yeah. Brazier. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That actually happened to be one of my favorite Looney Tunes. He talked total shit while you were gone. He was complaining that we were Brooklyn and something about a bridge that he wanted to buy, but nobody would loan him the money or something. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. I am surprised there hasn't been a witty retort to that. Magnifying glass and metal detector. Burning glass? And I can... No, I still can't make the auto hammer because I don't have the broken lever. I wonder if there's a chance that I could find a second broken lever. Okay. Wait, I was looking. Metal detector, okay. And that doesn't... I'm going to assemble that. Right? I want to see what this does. The burning glass can light candles and ignite fuses. Have a good night, Tater. And I know I can use... No? Battery pack. But the sledgehammer needs... I can make an electromagnet with the battery pack and compass, which I haven't done yet. I'm just now trying to figure out what these things do. You are more likely to draw mechanical rooms while drafting, automatically collect money and keys when entering a room. I'm not complaining about that. Nice. Yeah, I didn't think there was anything left. Right? And I didn't have anything else to do backwards. Unless... light special candles and ignite fuses. So... blow up stuff? Like if I find... Wait, now that says I've seen AE and I now. Right? How am I going to have retaliation from this thing? I didn't need to go back this way. I spent money for no apparent reason. Dagnammit, now I'm going to be poor. Well, I'm guessing when it says lights fuses, because I don't think they mean an electric fuse. I hope not. But what are you doing? Does that mean there's something special in that room? I'm going to re-roll anyway because I don't want to lock off the backside of the foundation. I'm going to do the cloister. Well, mechanical room or cloister? Wait, okay, no, that's always current. So how many? I have 1, 2, and with that it'd be 3. There's no guarantee that it would open the way I want it to. Security room doesn't. Cloister is the only one that actually opens where I want it to. I think I hit it. Yeah, okay. Well, hi, LJ. Glad you could make it. And listen to the soothing sound of my voice. No, anyway, sorry. I just try to have fun. I'm getting a lot of fine turnip. Right? I want to go this way. Okay, true. And besides, if I wanted to give you nightmares, I'd start an OnlyFans. Right? Okay, so following through with the idea of continuing backwards, or filling out the map rather than actually... Why does this thing keep going off? But it's always the middle one. I should remember to check my inventory and actually see the extra on it. But I think the commissary is actually more... Ew. Ew. Corridor. Oh, yeah. This house is terrible condition. You know, this is what you get for buying primitive sheetrock. That's what it looks like. It's rocks, but not really in a sheet. So I thought the electromagnet... Oh, it's trying to draw mechanical rooms. Got it. Okay, that makes more sense. But it's so expensive, LJ. I mean, besides, other parts of it look fine. I mean, look at this wallpaper. Don't forget to hydrate, y'all. Right. Well, that's also leads to the foundation of the house, which if I had the basement... Well, no, I might have to go look down there. While I'm here, I actually probably should. Thank you for reminding me, LJ. But at least this room has an elevator. I don't know. Yeah, that's right. I don't need the basement key anymore. Right? I mean, it needs a little work. Right? That's what my phone does. If you only knew how many times people have tried to... Oh, I guess I should say if I only knew how many times people tried to call me and I didn't know it. See, this is one of those things, like, I need that power hammer, but I don't have the right gear for it. So I made other things. But I have the burning things, so I want to see if I can find something down here, which is going to take steps, and I hope I don't run out of steps, but I mean, I have to make right. Yeah. I kept a telemarketer on the phone for so long that he started hanging up on me, and I just call him back. Green Jeans, glad you're back. Yeah, I actually can't repeat, or won't repeat, what he started screaming at me. Because he forgot to block his number, and apparently it was direct line to him. Status report is we're just kind of dinking around. We've got this far, and I'm just basically trying to find rooms that I haven't used before and see what they do. Like, we got the greenhouse. I've also got, treasure map, which I use, which for some reason is still in inventory. The electromagnet, which more likely to draw mechanical rooms while drafting and automatically collects money and keys. The burning glass can light special candles and ignite fuses. What that means, I really have no idea. Okay, all the torches are lit here. So I want to get... No, because I didn't have the I accidentally used the broken lever in the greenhouse before I had the ability to... Yeah, that's not going to work. Okay. I always forget that coming down into it this way does no good. Although, do you notice my money total there, Green Jeans? I've only got 126 coins. Right? Right? Yeah, so do I. But I'm sure we'll get there. But I've got some cool stuff. But I thought I'd check down below to see what I could find. So I need to go to the one closed door and see what we find. I've got a secret garden key, but I don't want to use the secret garden key just yet. And it would still be 3. That's a risk I'm willing to take. Again, because I think I've only seen this room like once. Yeah, I can't go north. Or no, I can't go that way. But I can go north and I can go south. So we're going south. Commissary. Let's see if I can find something good here. Aw, no trash, so I don't get an extra treasure chest. Gems would not be a bad idea. I want banana. I'll just buy them out. There's 5 gems to buy and keys. I think I'm good on keys right now. I just looked. But I think I'm going to buy them out of gems. Because I'm not hurting for money. But I don't need keys. I mean, I've still got the lockpick. No, I get that. I'm just the opposite. My auditory processing works so fast that my mouth can't keep up. Yeah, they have coffee, but they won't let me buy it. Which I think is just sacrilege. Try the lockpick. Right? Totally rude. Especially if you know how I feel about coffee. Security room has the best. Right? Like, I mean, even hero lairs need coffee. See, and that's the funny part is that for the most part, I don't like carrying on a conversation in text. Because it's just, I can't get the emotional sarcasm or just the emotional weight to it. Have I missed anything? 4 gems and 3 trunks. Where did I miss the gems? I know where the trunks are. Let's encounter more security doors because I have the key card. But I definitely want to change the offline mode to unlocked. Well, okay, yeah. Trust me, I tell you in words. See, I'm very blunt when it comes to my feelings on things. I censor myself a little bit. Dining room keeps us going. I'm just trying to loop around and see what I can find. Okay, some people are more skilled at that than others. I will give you that. Right. I might be a little bit polite about it with certain types of people, certain ways people think, you know, talk or think. But for the most part, let's see, how was it that I got this going? Oh, that's right. I needed to go that way. And that was all I needed. But I have to choose left or right. And the mechanical room that I'm looking at, the laboratory, I think I need to go that way. Yeah, and once I get it started, I can just do that. I started the boiler. We now have power. I don't think I'm having a shortage on steps today. Okay, you're still green. So I get power going this way. Okay, it's just up and down here. So that really doesn't do me any good. These, I can never figure out what I'm supposed to do with it. Like, I don't understand this. Like, what does it do? You know what I mean? Well, I guess at least you got 2 hours, LJ. Okay, so if I'm going to use that, I have to do this, so I can use this. Oh my god. You people and your sleep issues. Better not be contagious. I'm going to go with the archives. Okay, nothing special. I'm saying this one is a mechanical room. Of course, it's the worst one to get. There we go. But I got power still going. Right? Yeah, medication interactions are no fun. What's the point in having the lockpicks? They haven't got one dang one yet. I think I'm going to use the utility closet. Finally. Turn off the gym. Turn on the dark room. On the garage. Keycard system off, so they're unlocked. I still don't know what this does. Ah, that makes sense. So, back down and around. Yeah, I have no idea how most things interact. Come on, I gotta say hi to the puppers. Sup, puppy? Yeah. Good puppers. Yep, the dogs. just made back the money I spent. This will activate the basement, which doesn't do me any good because I already have it. So I actually have to open that door again. No, I haven't. I have not tried that one yet. But I know that, you know, just video game logic to me says that if something's harder to do, that's the one you want to do. Ah, okay. Just making sure I'm not missing anything. Because it was saying I was missing a bunch of stuff. Okay. So down through the crafting studio. Yeah, I wish. You know, it sucks. I live in another place where I'm renting from. They won't let me have a barbecue. Okay, I haven't got any new items. And Belushi yourself? What? I don't feel like aspirating on anything. So I did not get power to hear. Dang it. So I have to switch it around in the boiler room. Go straight down to the hallway. Out to the entrance hall. Right. I thought they were finding that melatonin wasn't as good for you as people were saying. Whoa. Silver key now. The trophies of Mount Holly, a recognition of outstanding excellence. Full house trophy. Draft a room for each open slot in your house. Explorer's trophy. Complete the Mount Holly directory. Bullseye trophy. Solve 40 dartboard puzzles. Oh. $93 out of 110. I'm at a... So I'm doing pretty good on those. I'm missing one workshop contraption. Win the drafting strategy sweepstakes. All right. Unlock all 8 realm sigils. Solve the puzzle in room 8 on rank 8. Okay. Darebird trophy. Reach room 46 in dare mode. Curse mode. And day 1. Like, yeah, you can apparently do it in day 1. Really? not know that. Buy out the entire showroom, diploma trophy, ace the classroom final exam. Complete the trophy case. Got it. Okay, so there was 2 more. Well, I won't be needing for keys. The longest I've gone was a week. And that was pretty rough. There was something I was gonna, oh, that's right. I was going to try something since I'm out this way anyway and I'm running low on steps. I wanted to go out to the Braziers to see if it's a... That's not a good idea. After 8 or 9, everything just becomes nothing. It was the first time I found, it was a cola called Jolt Cola. At the time, it was the most potent caffeine drink that was made. So we've got torches lit. It's saying special candles. I know I might run out of steps for doing this, but this was the other thought I had because I never figured out what this room was for. So what did I just do? Well, this summons stairs. It's not necessarily weak, Gossip. It's not... I would not be the one to call it a strength. Foreman's log, 7/25/1915. After waiting the better part of 3 weeks for the equipment to be carefully hoisted down the cliffside, one piece at a time, the wait is finally over. Today we begin our formal foray into the mountains and begin excavation of the first tunnel, the first of many. To prevent future delays, Thomas Sinclair has generously volunteered to install a freight lift to facilitate both personnel transport. However, after seeing his ornate designs, one can't help but feeling the Baron's delicate taste might be better suited for the ballroom crowd. Regardless of the particulars, I'm sure my crew won't object to writing down the tunnels in fashionable style. Yeah, right? I was just an unruly teen. Oh, I thought I made it. Ooh. I don't know which way to go. I've only got 3 steps left. Yeah, by no means would I say I was functional. Oh, you have got to be kidding me. I'm pretty sure, would it be the king or the queen that you would rank higher? Right. See, and that's what I would think too. So the king, and that's the queen. But I also don't know. Like, it's probably what rooms I've seen these particular things in. And I honestly don't remember. So there's still more I need to remember or need to get to. Yeah, who knew that I'd have to take notes on that? So used to checking, I don't even know which way I'm going. Foreman's log 3. Yeah, it does. It has puzzles and puzzles, and I love it. 7/2/1950. As our client Thomas Sinclair suspected, the arches that were visible from the south cliff were part of a much larger arcade carved into the rock face. Last week, when our crew first arrived, only 2 supporting pillars were visible, but after only a few days of clearing vines, moss, and dirt, we have uncovered a dozen more. Our exploration so far has been limited and entirely superficial, as every shaft we have surveyed has ended abruptly, and every promising path leading deeper into the mountain has been blocked by tunnels packed tight with soil, rock, and debris. I love good puzzles. That's why I keep coming back to this game. This site is either much older than we had first assumed, or someone deliberately had these chambers buried. So, the Baron didn't build this. He just was excavating it. What's this? There's an elevator here. Well, at least a shaft. And I have no way to activate it, but I can see the bottom of it, I think. It's the stupid braziers. Well, maybe not stupid, but you know what I mean. So now we go to the other end. Zoom, zoom. See, there's more over there. So it really makes me wonder now. Like, I mean, how much more is there to this game? Foreman's copy. Do not remove from sight. Realm and Sigils of the Past and Peru. By Professor Willard. Of the first era found either natural from creations of, were accustomed to record, various signs with the aid of, they did this in order that the realm may not be understood by strangers. Historically speaking, sigils are not a new tradition. They have been found in every era and every culture and predate both written text and heraldic arts. However, today when we use the term sigil, we are referring specifically to realm sigils. Those crude circular marks of designation found on royal artifacts, buildings, and older documents. This book was written to make simple the understanding of the fascinating glyphs and to clearly display the correlation between each sigil and the iconography of that realm's royal art. How is the image of a leafless burning tree seen in geometric lines, and what does that tell us of a kingdom's history? Good night, Tom. Each line, each circle, and each variation tells a story of the land. Even the adorned borders around the sigils have special meaning. The sigil. To understand a realm sigil, we must first dismantle the symbol and identify the individual elements that make up the whole. Each sigil is composed of four things: the core, the dividing lines, the moats, the borders. The core. At the center of each sigil is a unique shape, each different for each realm. If the core gives us a name, then the rest of the sigil tells us a history behind that name. Well, you have a good one, LJ. They are being put up as VODs up on the Darker Side of Neon channel on YouTube. If the core gives us a name, then the rest of the sigil tells us the history behind that name. Still, it is important to be able to identify and distinguish the core as a first step in deciphering a sigil, as all the other parts are meaningless if we don't first know the place we're describing. Right. So, there you go. The rays. From the core will come dividing lines, I'm assuming, splitting the sigil from one sigil to another. The different number, style, difference in these immediately reveals several things. Counting the sigil will transportation, where they on ships, employed, expansive. Right. Yeah, I do trim out a lot of the gabbing at the beginning and the end, or any places where I have to pause. So it's pretty much just pure gameplay. And me gabbing during it, like I do. Ship routes, 8 rays, directions, rows. Carriages, here look like a map. Trails, another 4 rays, however. Be configured, galloping, locomotion. Rays here are used for realms that rely, there's wavy lines are used to indicate extreme heat. The scorched air, blazing sun, cause the otherwise straight rays to appear shimmering. A rainy realm is indicated with rays of 3 vertical lines pouring down. For some extreme stormy weather, a jagged lightning-shaped ray is used. A ray dotted with falling circles is used for colder realms in which snow is a common occurrence. Windy weather is displayed on sigils by the use of a bent, curved lines, rays buckling under the high winds, or a reed in the wind, whatever. Moats. On each sigil, floating between the rays, are small figures called moats. From the shape and style of the moats used on the sigil, we can tell the type of society a given realm proclaimed. If they considered themselves mighty in arms or blessed by artistic and economic fortune. Tribal? Alright, that just seemed awkwardly worded. Tribal, a primitive group, hunter and gatherer. Agriculture, harvest and farming, based on society and culture. Martial, military, in generation, spanning, arguments. Metropolitan, large city-state with a dense urban and populous center. Academic, a center for knowledge, advanced in various scholarly pursuits. These realms are home to many schools, universities, and libraries. Industrial, engineering-driven culture with a focus on manufacturing, invention, and production. Spiritual, an elevated reverence for nature, animals, and the forces that guide us. Poetic, a A strong focus on the advancement of the arts, writing, music, and language. Border. Around each sigil is an adorned edge, serving as a container for the information within. There are 8 different borders, each one corresponding to a different color. These borders always correspond to the banner and national colors of that specific realm. White, black, red, violet, pink, green, yellow, orange, white. I already said white, but hey. Putting it all together. By studying the core, rays, motes, and border of a sigil, you should now be able to unlock the meaning behind what had previously been an undecipherable enigma. Okay. So this kingdom is red. I mean, we've already figured that one out. Yeah, like, looking that way is going to do me any good. You have a good night. Is it really? Yeah, it's already getting towards that time. I'll see you tomorrow, Gossip. You have a good night, and I'm glad you're starting to feel better, and continue to feel better. My wish is for you to continue feeling better. I hope that came across. Get some rest, feel better. Get good. So this place was a marshal. Or no, this is a city one. I don't know. Yeah, I'm running out of steppies. But I know I saw, like, explosives somewhere. Oh, because I was dicking around with the switches, I can't go back that way. I wanted to see what happens if I went back to the entry. Yeah, I'm gonna run out of steppies. Good night. What time? I know I just looked at it. Yeah, I'm gonna... It sucks that all of the progress is now lost. Even though I'm the master of this place. But, them's the breaks.